Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to honor an American hero, Ara Parseghian, who has led a life dedicated to coaching and teaching others, serving others, and a life that has given hope to families all across the world. Many Americans know about Ara Parseghian through his legendary football career. Before that, though, he proudly served our nation in the United States Navy during World War II. He went to college at Miami of Ohio and was lucky enough to marry Kathy Davis. He was a leader and role model as the head football coach at Miami of Ohio, Northwestern, and the University of Notre Dame, which is located in the congressional district that I'm honored to represent. Mr. Parseghian's impressive record at Notre Dame included 2 consensus national championships and 3 bowl victories, accomplishments that resulted in his induction into the College Football Hall of Fame in 1980 as a recognition of his tremendous achievements. More important, though, was his personal leadership and example and the character he instilled in his players that he coached. To Ara Parseghian, it was a lot more important that his players be good citizens than good football players, although he always wanted them to be good football players as well. What many Americans may not know is Mr. Parseghian's most important work began after his football career, when he devoted his life to find a cure for Niemann-Pick type C disease and multiple sclerosis. In 1994, the Parseghian family learned that 3 of Ara and Katie's youngest grandchildren were diagnosed with Niemann-Pick type C. This tragic disease is a degenerative neurological disorder afflicting thousands of children and is ultimately fatal. Rather than be overwhelmed by their grief, Mr. Parseghian and his family began a fight to find a cure for this disease. Together, they founded the Ara Parseghian Medical Research Foundation in 1994. It was devoted to funding research and finding a cure for Niemann-Pick type C. In 1997, scientists funded by the Parseghian Foundation were able to isolate the gene responsible for causing Niemann-Pick type C and have since made tremendous strides towards finding a cure. The Parseghian family lost Michael, Krista, and Maria to this terrible disease, but the family and Katie and Ara have never lost hope. Their efforts will end Niemann-Pick type C and help families all across the world. Mr. Parseghian's commitment to medical research did not stop with the disease that took the lives of his grandchildren. Ara, whose sister, brother-in-law, and daughter have been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, has fought nonstop against the scourge of MS, which took away his beloved daughter Karen just last month. While Ara Parseghian has accomplished much as a coach on the football field, his devotion to others will truly define the era of Ara. When I talk to my son about what it means to be a man and what it means to live a good life, I tell him about Coach Parseghian. He and Katie have epitomized devotion to family, faith, and country. May God bless Ara Parseghian, and may he keep the entire Parseghian family in the palm of his hand. Mr. Speaker, I yield back.